A controversial measure is back on the table. The changes to the St. Charles County immigration resolution on the County Council agenda tonight.
Your horror's over.
A North County man will be in court facing felony charges for running a dogfighting ring when the trial is set to begin.
Bundle up, one of our colder starts of the season. 20s out the door this morning, wind chills in the teens, but a decent warming trend on the way by Wednesday.
Two major closures could affect your commute this week in North and South St. Louis County, how long they'll last, and how you can avoid them.
It's Cyber Monday, where you can find deeper discounts from major retailers this year and how to maneuver around all that mall traffic.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning, everybody. We're taking a live look at the Del Mar Loop. Look at that, all ready to go for holidays. There is no red nose on that reindeer. It's just a regular reindeer that's flying across Del Mar. Anthony has been telling us today is the day to bundle up before you head out the door. It is one of the coldest mornings so far of the season. And as a person who leaves the house at 12:30 a.m., he's right. Very cold, but also very bright.
Say it again. I'm right.
You're right. You're usually right, though. I'll give you that. No problem with that. Hey, good Monday morning, everybody. It's November the 27th. I'm Rennie Knight.
And I'm Michelle Lee. We just want to say thanks for joining us, including those of you who might be catching us on 5+. Paul not only has been keeping an eye on traffic, he's been helping you navigate the malls and parking lots this morning, which has been really great. And then, Anthony, you said it was, what, 12 degrees or something?
12 degrees colder from yesterday at this
and
hour.
Windy this
Very
morning.
windy. The thing you need to know, though, you got to bundle up today and tomorrow, because even in the afternoon, it's still going to be very chilly. We're talking highs only in the upper 30s to maybe 40, and that's it today and tomorrow. We have a nice warming trend by the middle of the week, but we just have to get past these very cold starts. In fact, it's 28 at Lambert. That would make it the second coldest number we've had so far since October. And so we're starting off very, very chilly. The wind is still gusty. So even though you have mid-20s on the map, you factor in that wind, and it feels like it's 10 in Rolla. Wow, that's the big winner this morning. It feels like 18 in Chesterfield, and it feels like 16 in Alton. So certainly a shift here from a very mild fall that we have been experiencing. Today is colder. We'll have highs only near 40, and it stays windy, so wind chills will be in the 30s even this afternoon. We'll talk more about some rain that's headed our way for the end of the week. That's coming up. For now, let's get an update on our roads. We're in the 6 o'clock hour, and the holiday is over. Back to work and school, Paul.
Indeed, and back to road construction. The list of lane closures that are expected over the last weekend, minimal, nothing, but then that list gets a lot bigger for today, so you could see some delays, and we have a lot more on that coming up. But the downtown bridges are moving exceedingly well, but you could just tell Route 3 getting crowded as folks would be coming across the river to do some work today or shop in Missouri. Right now, a few areas with the cones show the construction that's happening out there. Really, the big one that starts at 6 o'clock is on Olive there near 141. Another ticket traffic soon, guys.
Our mission is to create opportunities for immigrants and refugees.
There's 20 lawsuits going on right now with this particular program.
Today, the St. Charles County Council will take another look at a resolution that sparked some heated debates among council members and residents. The proposed controversial immigration measure is back on the table, but in a new form. And Mercedes McKay is joining us live from St. Charles this morning to explain all of the changes. Good morning, Mercedes.
Good morning, Michelle. It was exactly 2 weeks ago today when the controversial immigration resolution was actually tabled. But hours from now, St. Charles County Council will meet at the council chambers once again to discuss Resolution 2308. One of the resolution sponsors, Councilman Joe Brazil, actually pulled it off the table at the last second. That's because two of the resolution sponsors weren't at the meeting back on November 13th, and the others on the council didn't support the measure in its current form. The original version of Resolution 2308 said, quote, "The St. Charles County Council strongly opposes the importation of illegal immigrants into the region." It actually pointed directly to a federal program that allows people from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela to come over to the United States. The resolution sponsor says several other states, even Missouri, have filed lawsuits against this particular federal program. Well, today, this is the amended resolution that will be discussed. You can see it on your screen now. The resolution now states, quote, the St. Charles County Council strongly opposes the DHS's program while litigation is pending. It also says, quote, the St. Charles County Council welcomes all legal migrants and encourages those who wish to migrate into the St. Louis metropolitan region to follow all applicable federal and state laws. Now, this amended resolution is on the agenda for tonight's council meeting, which is set to begin here in St. Charles at 7 p.m. And coming up in the next half hour, we'll tell you about the area lawmaker who actually tweeted out that migrants are more than welcome in their city whenever St. Charles originally put this resolution on their agenda. In St. Charles, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Mercedes. Hours from right now, the felony trial of a man accused of operating a dogfighting ring in North County will begin. Police rescued 13 dogs from a Hanley Hills home back in August. The homeowner, 57-year-old Brian Macklin, turned himself in less than a week later and now faces 14 criminal charges. The ASPCA and 2 other local rescue groups stepped in to care for the rescued dogs.
A half an hour later, there's a bond reduction hearing for a St. Louis County man, 33-year-old Otis Goff, facing charges for leaving his child at the scene of a DWI crash that left a woman with broken legs. It happened on November 20th, just after 6 o'clock at night on Barron Drive in Castle Point. Witnesses told police a driver was speeding and swerving before striking 72-year-old Marcella Wilson as she loaded things into her car. Police say Goff's child got out of the car and he drove away without waiting for police. After this morning's hearing, Goff will be back in court Thursday, December 14th.
New this morning, northbound 55 is clear after a crash. It happened just a little after 12:30 this morning near Potomac. Our crew saw 2 cars involved and an ambulance on the scene. We are working right now to learn if anyone was injured.
All right, well, if you are one of the thousands who drive on I-70 or I-55, construction could really have a major impact on your commute.
It will.
Yeah.
It will. Our Holden Korwicki joins us now live in North County with what you need to know before you head out the door. Holden?
Well, Ronnie, Michelle, we do have some good news. You can see behind me the traffic here at I-70 and Natural Bridge in Bridgeton is moving right along very steadily this morning, but you can expect a slowdown later tonight, and it could stay that way for the next 10 days. Now, starting tonight at 8 o'clock, MoDOT will close the ramp from Natural Bridge onto westbound I-70. Crews will be working on the shoulder guardrails and trusses in that area. For the next 10 days, drivers are being asked to detour down South Lindbergh onto westbound I-70. Now, if you travel on I-55 in South County, you can expect to see closures at Green Park Road starting at 6 o'clock tonight. MoDOT crews will be working on the bridge over the roadway tonight through Friday. During the closure, any trucks leaving the industrial area on the west side of the interstate are being asked to detour using Green Park, Route 21, and Lindbergh. Everyone else can use Mueller Road, Lindbergh, and Union. Now, both of these projects are expected to be wrapped up fairly on schedule, but of course, like everything this time of the year, that's what they're permitting. Reporting live in Bridgeton, Holden Korwicki, 5 on your side.
All right, let's talk about this weather this morning. It is one of our colder starts of the season. We have dipped down to 28 degrees, which makes it the second coldest so far since we have started off October into November. In fact, November started off with 27. So here we are rounding off the month with that colder air back. This cold, gusty wind will be in place today. Area of low pressure moving away from us, creating that lake effect. Snow today. High pressure that slides off the Rockies today and tomorrow, and by Wednesday will be positioned across the southeast, and that always brings in a warmer wind. And so by Wednesday, our numbers actually climb into the upper 50s. I'd say that's the pick day of the week. More rain develops by Thursday into the weekend. Details and the timing on that coming up.
All right, thanks so much. 3 arrests made in a hotel homicide, the 2 locations where police found the victims.
Today, the man accused of shooting 3 Palestinians will be arraigned. What we know about the suspect and the moments leading up to the shooting.